Welcome to the deep dive. So today we're tackling something that probably crosses a lot of minds when travel's on the horizon. Getting that tourist visa sorted out quickly.
Yeah, the quicker the better, usually.
Exactly. And our source material today is, well, it's pretty eye-catching. It's titled, How to Get Your Tourist Visa Approved in Just 14 Days.
14 days. That's specific.
It is. So our plan here is to sort of unpack what a title like that might imply, what could possibly lead to a faster process. But, and this is important, we need to remember everyone's situation is different. Outcomes vary.
Absolutely. That title makes a pretty bold claim. And like you said, the text itself doesn't actually give us a step-by-step guide. So we're more looking at the general idea, the kinds of things that might contribute to a faster turnaround like that.
Right. So this whole idea, a tourist visa in just 2 weeks, I mean, that's pretty appealing, wouldn't you say?
Oh, definitely.
You're making plans, maybe you've already booked flights or hotels, and you just want that visa paperwork done, no delays.
Yeah, you don't want it holding things up.
It's all part of getting the trip off the ground smoothly.
And I think that title speaks directly to what, many listeners are probably looking for. Efficient information, something that makes travel prep easier. It holds out that promise, that hope of speed and efficiency.
Okay, so even though the source doesn't give us a checklist, what kind of broader actions, what might someone implicitly be thinking about or doing to potentially speed things up? Just talking generally here, based on, how these bureaucratic processes often work.
Well, it's interesting just how a title itself can frame your thinking, isn't it? Like, it might really push someone to double-check, triple-check their application, make sure it's absolutely complete, totally accurate right from the start.
Okay, so completeness.
Yeah, because that minimizes any need for the authorities to come back asking for more info or clarification. That back and forth eats up time.
That makes perfect sense. A clean, complete application just flows through the system better, potentially. And I guess maybe applying really early, well, before you actually need to travel, that gives the system some breathing room, too.
Precisely. Applying early, it sort of decouples the application process from the pressure of an imminent departure date.
Yeah.
It just allows for the standard processing time, whatever that might be, without added stress. Builds in a buffer for minor hiccups.
Okay, now this is probably the most crucial point for everyone listening to understand. Our source presents this 14-day approval as a possibility.
Yeah.
It's definitely not, a guarantee carved in stone.
Not at all. Visa processes, they have so many variables.
There's so many.
Absolutely. If you think about the bigger picture, you've got government agencies involved. Processing times can swing based on your nationality, the country you're applying to, even the specific type of tourist visa. And then there's just the sheer volume of applications they might be dealing with at that moment. Plus, unforeseen things can always pop up.
Right. Things totally outside your control.
Exactly.
Okay, so to kind of wrap this part up, this deep dive into the idea behind how to get your tourist visa approved in just 14 days. It really just points towards the possibility of a faster process, and it seems like that hinges on, fundamental good practices.
Yeah, things like submitting a really thorough, accurate application.
And applying with plenty of time to spare. Seems basic, but maybe that's the core of it.
It often boils down to those basics, doesn't it? Doing everything right on your end.
Yeah.
And this actually raises a really interesting question for our listeners to think about. Based on your own understanding, maybe past experiences with visas, what factors do you personally think make the biggest difference in speeding up tourist visa processing?
That's a good closing thought. It's a complex system out there. What really moves the needle? Something to mull over.